How's it going, everyone? It is officially about 1 o'clock here, and there have been 4 more roster cuts that have been made in the past hour that has been announced on social media. So the first one is being running back Nate McCrary that has been released. He did have a good showing against the Ravens where he ran 11 times for 64 yards, but didn't show enough to make the 53-man roster, and that's kind of expected. So as of right now, the Packers have 5 running backs still on the roster. That's Josh Jacobs, A.J. Dillon, Marshawn Lloyd, Emmanuel Wilson, and Ellis Merriweather. Moving further along, the Packers did release another receiver, and it is literally 2 minutes after I just created the last video. And that is Dimitri Stanley. That was kind of expected as well. So the Packers officially have 7 wide receivers. That's kind of where I am kind of hoping that they'll stay at in keeping these 7 wide receivers here. If another gets cut, whoever does get cut will probably be a bit of a shock for me, and it's going to kind of sting. But as of right now, Dimitri Stanley has been released, so they have 7 wide receivers now onto the roster. Moving along at linebacker, they have released linebacker Chris Russell, and also, and this is probably the next biggest one, depending on how you look at the entirety of the cuts, next to Anders Carlson, Kristian Welch. And Kristian Welch was having a pretty good preseason where he had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery, and was actually one of the top defensive players. And if you're looking at Pro Football Focus's grade, he was the highest ranked or graded player this entire preseason. So it's going to sting a little bit. It was kind of difficult to see how he would make this roster considering everyone who is ahead of him and how much draft capital that we've kind of spent at this defense and also the linebacker position. Because having 6 inside linebackers was probably going to be a tough ask. Now, I do expect Welch to make the practice squad, or I hope he makes the practice squad. Not officially signed on the practice squad, and I don't know if another team will try to go after him, but hopefully he does, and it should be a candidate for the practice squad. And with that, that leaves 8 inside linebackers still left. I believe they'll probably reduce it down to 5. So you have Quay Walker, Isaiah McDuffie, Tyron Hopper, Adrian Cooper, and Eric Wilson that are the 5 that I fully expect to make the roster. And then the other ones that are left that have not been officially announced at the release is Aaron Mosby, Christian Young, and Raylan Goffert. Those 3 I do not expect to really make it. They may be eligible for the practice squad, but we'll see how that whole thing shapes up. But just coming out with another update of the 4 players that have been added to the cut list on roster cut day. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.